university, finish and go to masters and finish and go to PhD.
They are young. They've got no
excuse.
And what is worse, the money is there. It doesn't has to put pressure on them. Then they will have an appreciation that I can do this. We believe in them. That's why we say they must go to school. The money is there. We need to produce the best. When they say the best doctor of the brain must be coming from the EFF. The heart surgeon must be coming from the EFF. All of these things that we think are complicated and difficult should come from the EFF if the EFF eventually is going to become the leader of society. You don't lead by demonstrate to society that you can do it. Fighters, 10th of March, we're not fighting with anyone. We're not saying to anybody, your young people are unemployed and you call yourself an organization. About it. The streets are calling. And we've never been scared of the streets. We are a protest movement. What we did in Parliament, say I've got a personal relationship with Cyril Ramaphosa. If I were to bump to him now, I'm going to shake his hand, I'm going to take a picture with him. But it means nothing. I politically, fundamentally disagree with him. And that should not be confused for personal attacks. This immaturity of South African politics that if you know Cyril Ramaphosa, you can't disagree with him. Mbalula is my friend. I disagree with him fundamentally. I've got many friends in the ANC. I don't agree with them. And they know that when we start debating politics, we can't find each other. So we avoid talking politics. What is common between me and Mbalula? We support pirates, both of us. So it's easy to talk about pirates. But if I must choose between Mbalula and the EFF, I will choose the EFF any day. I will not choose it. So there is nothing personal against President Ramaphosa. Personally, he's a very good guy. What did the president do? He did nothing. That is exactly why he must go, for doing nothing. You can't be on top and do nothing. That is the most irresponsible act of a man, to be on top and do nothing. So, he promised us jobs. There are no jobs. In Parliament, there, Ramaphosa will never do that. We're not crazy people. Why? We sit with Ramaphosa. I told them yesterday, the only place where the president does not have bodyguards is Parliament. We sit with him there, with no bodyguards. You can go and check everywhere. When the president sits down, behind him there is a bodyguard, not in Parliament. Because that is a safe haven. No one must get injured there for holding a different view. What happens? I go to the stage to protest. I'm holding a placard like this. They say I was a danger to the president. A danger is a person who you can't see the hands. That's why they always say hands up. My hands were up to show that I come in peace. Here is my placard. I'm not fighting. I get beaten for coming in peace. And then it gets celebrated in South Africa that he was a threat to the president. I was not a threat to the president. I don't fight my politics physically. It doesn't mean I'm a coward. If a need comes, I fight physically. I'm not scared. But I don't fight my politics physically. I was going to stand on the stage with a placard and allow Ramaphosa to speak And I'll also be speaking through my placard, through silent protest, through peaceful protest that is protected by the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. And you require nobody's permission to get into protest. So when we go to police station and say, tomorrow we'll be marching from 9 to 12, it's not a permission we're seeking. We're giving them information so that they can organize alternative routes. They confuse that to be seeking a permission. There is a constitutional court decision that nobody requires a permission to protest. And we'll be doing so on the 20th of March. We don't need anyone's permission. All of you seated here, you should be identifying the road, or which one are you going to occupy. You should be identifying which shopping complex are you going to occupy, which city are you going to close, and start sending them letters now. Please be informed, on the 20th of March, there is no work, there is no school, everything stops, no truck will be moving. If there are taxi associations like here in the Cape Metro, by now you should have had meetings with them on how you are going to complement and support one another, because we are not fighting with the taxis. And those ones of metro buses, by now they should have been told that on the 20th, there is no bus that moves. South Africa must come to a standstill. We must challenge white monopoly capital, and we must show them that we don't need a permission from the Rupert, from the Minel, from the Oppenheimers. We don't need a permission from the ANC and from Mbalula, who says no, people must go to school and children must go to work. We are not going to any school, and there are no children who are going to any work here. So it is going to come to a standstill, and that's when the EFF is going to show the mass power. And the Western Cape cannot be a failure. You are not going to fail. And remember, we are not going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning. 12 o'clock the 20th starts at 12 midnight. The preparations must be made from 12 midnight. By the time the people wake up, everything is happening. They are able to take pictures and send to their bosses. Sorry, it's not going to happen today. Today is not happening. So fighters, the militancy and the protest movement character of the EFF, the fearless character of the EFF, the ground forces of the EFF, your determination to liberate the people of South Africa is going to be seen on the 20th of March when you bring South Africa to a standstill. Thank you very much.
Amandla. Amandla. Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live. Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live. Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live. Viva EFF, viva. No, thank you very much, President. Ngiyethemba sizule sonke fighters. Isukile. Ivozwanga asazi uzozwa ngubani. Isukile Western Cape. So thank you very much, President. Fighters, our program continues. The President, General Shilu Guti, we have cancel some of his programs because, as he said, Western Cape were very deliberate. It's a special province of the EFF. He had to cancel everything which was over Natila today. And we are appreciating, President, the direction that you have given us, the clarity on what is expected of all of us as fighters of the Western Cape from now onwards. People. So what's going to happen now, fighters, disciplined as we are continuing with the program, but we're going to stand and fighters lead us in a song. President Tina